Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this channel we provide the in-depth knowledge of different programming languages like C, C++, Java, .NET, which differentiate you with others. In our series of Tuesday, Saturday interview questions of different languages, right now we are continuing with this series of C and C++. Today we are posting another set of questions which help you to crack any technical interview in any company like TCS, Infosys. So try to concentrate on these questions and check the previous posted questions also. In our series, our next question is, what is an inline function? The function whose code gets inserted instead of a jump to the function call at the place where there is a function call is known as inline function. By making the function inline, we request the compiler to insert the code at the place where there is a function call so that the time is saved in the calling the function and returning from the function. The compiler takes the decision whether to insert the code or not depending upon the size of the code and optimization setting of the compiler. In situation where a small function is called several times, we can save the overhead in calling the function by making the function inline. Now what you understand by this? Whenever we make a function call, the control goes to the definition of the function, and after executing all the statement as it encounters the closing brace, the control comes back to the same place from where the function call is made. Now imagine a situation where you are having a function of 2 or 3 or 4 lines and you are calling that function several times in your program. So instead of going again and again to that place, if we make that function inline, as the name specify inline मतलब line में उसको apply जाइए. So at the time of compilation, what compilers do, it copy the code at the place where the function call is made. So instead of going again and again to the function definition, the time is saved and the program start executing faster. But make it very clear in your mind that this inline is a request. Compiler may accept or may reject. If according to this certain rules, if your function sets in that rules, then only compiler insert that code at the place of calling, otherwise it will reject the request. Getting my point? So this is known as inline function. So always make those function inline whose code is very small. That is why we have written, in situation where a small function is called several times, we can save the overhead in calling the function by making the function inline. How we can make a function inline? At the time of definition, you define a function name with a keyword called inline void fun. Now fun becomes what? Inline function. Two things are very important. First one is it's a request. It depends upon the compiler whether to accept that request or not. Second, always make those function inline whose code is very small. Go through this. If any doubt, you can ask me. Next question. Can we give a default return value in the function? What are default arguments? Default argument is a value which is automatically inserted by the compiler if we are not passing at the time of function call. Same thing. Next question is, can we give a default value in the function return type? Answer will be no. Why? Because return value is calculated at after the code execute. So you cannot have a default return value in the function. This is very important question. Next question. How can we call member function through a pointer to an object? How can we call member function through a pointer to an object? This can be achieved by making a pointer to an object of a particular class. To call member function through a pointer to an object, we have to use an arrow operator. If we want to call a member function using object, we are using dot operator. Whereas if you want to call a member function using pointer, you have to use arrow operator. Same as in the case of structure we are using in C language. So here what we are doing, sample asterisk s is equal to new sample, but with s here, s is nothing but a pointer to a sample class object. Then s arrow operator fun. So this is how we can call. This is how we can call. This is how we can call a member function using pointer. Here s is a pointer to an object of a sample class and fun is the member function of the sample class. Next, question number 4. Can a destructor be called explicitly to delete an object? Answer will be no. This is because destructor gets called when an object is about to get destroyed. Hence, calling it explicitly doesn't serve any purpose. It's so simple. What is question? Can a destructor be called explicitly to delete an object? Answer will be no. This is because destructor gets called when an object is about to get destroyed. Hence, calling it explicitly doesn't make any sense. Okay. Next question. Does delete operator cause the destructor of the class? Answer will be yes. Just before deallocating the memory, the delete operator calls the destructor of the class. The same does not happen if free is used in the place of delete keyword. What is free? Free is a function which is used to deallocate memory, which is allocated using malloc or calloc. Okay. The same does not happen if free is used in place of delete. The free function only frees the memory but does not call the destructor. Okay. So these are the some questions that you should learn or before giving any interviews. What is inline function? Can we have default return values? Can member function, how we can call a member function using pointer? Can a destructor be called explicitly to the delete an object? Does delete operator call the destructor of the class? I think we should stop here. We will meet in next set of questions when we will post. If you like the content of this channel, please like, share and subscribe as much you can. It will motivate us. Thank you very much.